taking images for us to see. Taking in all the views, give fuel for our curiosity. Up and down, round and round, even shots from the ground. Pics from this side and that side, and the awesome overhead. Ooh yeah, Mauricio, you the man. Flying through the RGV, click, click, click. Flying out from Brownsville, click, click, click. Flying over South Bay, click, click, click. Flying over Starbase, click, click, click. Flying over Massey, click, 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 click. Flying over Massey's, click, click, clickety, click. Massey, Sanchez, brown site, white site, launch site, build site, and the ASU. Watch out for squirrels, did it go down? Go to rabbit hole. Hosts of knowledge and insight from industries all around. Matt Industar, Stephanie B, Zach B, Jay Ryan, Event Dude, Jake Alex, and Chrome Kiwi. All talk and chat for you and me. All talk and chat for you and me. You the man, flying through the RGV, click, click, click. Flying out from Brownsville, click, click, click. Flying over South Bay, click, click, click. Flying over Starbase, click, click, click. Flying over Massey, click, click, click. Flying over Massey, click, click, clickety, click. Mauricio, you the man. I really don't wanna land.
Okay, g'day everybody. Welcome to Starbase Flyover Live. That's not number 3. I'm not sure what number we're up to now. On the, what are we, the 13th of June over there in America? Looks like we're rolling. Number 36. Thank you, Matt. So we're going to thank Matt for his wonderful job over there on the intros and the production. And that's just how we roll here sometimes. We make little boo-boos, but that's fine. So we're in the 172 today, yeah? I think we're in Sierra Victor, is that right?
Believe so, yeah.
Cool. So, which I think that's what I'm looking at there. So, yeah, there's a few interesting things to look for today. We've got about 70 odd people in chat already, and we're going to have Indy checking out chat and keeping an eye on donations. G'day, Indy.
Good morning.
It is very much good morning. It's 1:15 in the morning here. Okay, we stop for a second to do some run-ups, get all temperatures and pressures up to the right into the green, especially the temperature. Do some checks on the constant speed unit on the variable pitch propeller, and just check the magnetos. Make sure we turn one of the two magnetos up and get a couple of hundred revs drop in the revs, and then turn it back on, then turn the other magneto up and make sure the revs drop. We got, who else is in chat talking today? We've got Jake talking today as well. G'day, Jake.
Hey everyone, hope you're doing really well, and yeah, looking forward to seeing what we get out of today's stream.
And is it Josh or Alex we have today? I thought we had Alex number 2 today.
No, we've got. Oh yeah, you got me. Hello.
And we got Josh
for
as well.
today's stream.
Okay, so yep. And we got Josh as well. I get you two mixed up a little bit sometimes, and I might pass it over to Indy to say g'day to chat quickly.
Yeah, we've already started getting donations. We want to thank Yazada for his $5 donation, and he says, okay, let's get RGV over this goal. Joe in Space donated $10 and says, thanks for the flyover, you guys rock. And Martin came in with £3. Already getting donations. This crowd is amazing. And along with that, you want to make sure you hit the notification bell to make sure you get notifications every time we do a show. We do 4 live shows, 4 live streams a week pretty much. And each one is unique. Each one is amazing. And on Tuesdays, you get to ask your own, well, everyone, you get to ask your own question, but Tuesdays we go deep dives. Today we do flyovers, and then if you're a Patreon or YouTube subscriber, a paid tier member, you get to come to the show and tells and get a first look at all of these images that he takes during the flyover, fully processed. We go deep dive, we look at everything, and then the following day we do our Starbase Weekly, and that's either with Zach or Stephanie. and we get to do the overview for everybody who's in YouTube.
Absolutely. Nice little range of live streams there. So start our week off with this one, our actual flight video.
And apparently I was muted on YouTube again, like a smart guy.
We do love a smart guy.
Yeah, well, I'll just say it again real quick. If you guys could scroll down and hit that like button and make sure that you're subscribed, because we've had some people that have been unsubscribed somehow. So just make sure you've got all that, and we really appreciate it.
Bird. Absolutely. Matt muted on YouTube.
Yeah. Well, it's because I have to mute and unmute myself during the intros and outros and stuff, and every once in a while I forget.
It's a decent sized private jet.
And weather's looking a little iffy today, but as you can see, we've got some nice little pockets of sunshine. So, as just like we had last week and many other weeks, usually by the time we get out to Starbase, it clears up. So, we're looking forward to that. Keep your fingers crossed, everybody.
And we also want to thank Martin for another £2 donation, and he says for the goal. He also came in at 31 month active elite member, and he says love you guys. Des also came in as an RGV early access member for the last 45 months, and he says let's see what cool thingamabobs we will find today.
Got 45 months. That's impressive. Wow.
And speaking of Des, for those who don't know, he's the one that came up with the click, click, clickety click intro. So, yeah, we love it.
There you go. Oh, very good. Awesome.
And thank you, Sergeant Vash, for your $2 donation. And Sergeant Vash says, take off. First aerial looks at a public SpaceX. That's right. They went public yesterday.
Yeah,
Well
that
said,
was
sir.
I was going to say that was certainly quite a day for SpaceX yesterday. I know there was a lot of an awful lot of celebrating going on across all the sites.
And rightfully so.
They do get behind their parent company, that's for sure.
I bet there was a nice little rave going on at the top of the Mega Bay.
Yeah, I know they had. I think they had a bit of a party in Sanchez as well. I think near the Rocky Garden.
Nice.
Oh no, not near the Rocky Garden. I think it was more near the HLS mock-up, sitting outside.
Matt's feeling a little FOMO.
Yeah, I feel the same way.
All
And
right,
Steph, who's been an RGV flight supporter for the last 53 months, says thank you all for your support. Steph's flexing those RGV supporter muscles.
Been doing it for a while now. I've been presenting for most of those months too, as it turns out. Don't know how that happened, but anyway, here we are, 50 months odd later.
Ooh, somebody coming at you.
Oh, Yazada, yeah. Yazada's been with us the whole time too. Yep, absolutely. They've been, yeah. I see you in other streams as well. Yeah, I've known Yazada in 3 chats for quite some time.
Yeah, Yazada's a fantastic supporter of the show, and we really appreciate him and everyone else.
And we're really looking to hit that target today. Martin just donated 20 pounds and says flying high.
Just watchers?
Excuse me, just watchers. I saw Jess Martin. Thank you. Jess Watcher.
Okay, I've got 100 in chat now. There's a fair few over here in Patreon too. Good on you, all. So yeah, special thanks for the Patreon members too, of course, because that's their additional. That's additional support on top of all the YouTube members and so on. So we very much thank our Patreon members, and they all get their own special reward later on today. They'll get a show and tell later on today. So that's the advantage of being a Patreon member. I saw the YouTube members, aren't they? They're also going to have the show and tell later on today.
Absolutely. Well, and one of their other perks is that the pictures that are up in the top left corner, not the fly map, but the pictures that come in directly off of the camera currently, they get access to. So they can actually look at them and scroll in what little bit they can. So yeah, it's very cool to be able to get these immediately right off the camera like that.
Absolutely. Yeah, getting these piles in slowly but surely. They're working on the up on the land part as well.
Yeah,
Turning
you
an
can
old
see the. Go on, Stephanie.
turning an old timber dock into a new steel dock, concrete dock. Go ahead, Jake.
I was saying, yeah, we can see they've obviously got two tanks missing from the end of the Port Connector Road as well now. The two that went off to the loan site.
Oh, on the Port Connector Road. Sorry, hang on. Where's that? Oh, over here. No.
6478 is one of the photos I'm looking at. It's further up, I think.
I haven't got it downloaded yet. Hang on. 7-8.
Well, there's some photos there. Yeah.
Yeah, 6484 is where they kind of start with the zoomed in photos.
Yeah, that's what they used to be. And now at the loan site. I do wonder what they plan to do with those old tanks that are still sitting there. I mean, yeah, the deluge tanks, they've been sat there ever since they started pulling the deluge farm apart for Pad 1. So they've been there for a fair few months now. Stephanie, you trying to talk when it's muted?
Oh, yeah, I'm trying to talk while it's muted.
I thought so.
I was pushing the spacebar instead of the Alt key. So, yeah, the dredging is yeah, they've been dredging 24/7 pretty well, reclaiming some land out here with those dredge tailings. So, yeah, definitely doing a lot of dredging work. Thank you, Jake. Babbling away there to myself.
Yeah, I've done that.
Nice. Okay.
I was gonna say I've done that exact same thing before. I've been pressing the wrong button to try and unmute.
Yes. So it looks like we've got some nice close-ups of the boat, the JFK, not the KFC. And yeah, we were talking last week about them being destroyers, yeah. You did well last week on the Tuesday show. I was pretty impressed, actually. So I've got no power blackouts planned for today or tomorrow, which is good. Wow, they're really pulling the front of this boat apart heaps. All this right back here. That's been pulled apart heaps and heaps. Oh, they're really getting into the. Oh, look at this guy just chomping away under the hangar deck, down under into the belly of the beast. Oh, look at that weather, Matt. That's going to be okay, I think.
Absolutely.
It's up over the clouds, so I'm guessing we're around 6,000 feet. Let's have a look. Where are we?
4850.
5,000 feet. Wasn't far off.
Yeah, I think we got fairly lucky the last couple of weeks of weather when we started flying. It seemed to have worked out.
Big time. Yeah, because it was supposed to have a bunch of showers in the morning and coming back in the afternoon. So we're hitting that nice little window.
Yes, we've been extremely lucky with the weather, actually. So we thank the universe for the good weather. Do a bit of circle work. Where are we? Did a bit of circle work. Over there. Okay, cool. Heading over towards Port Isabella. I've got a fair way to go to get to Port Isabella. I believe this is Port Isabella and this is South Padre. Cruising along. How fast are we going? Oh, 80 knots, not bad. About 90 mile an hour across the ground. How's chat going over there, Indy?
Going well.
Cool. So sometimes it's hard to tell. Some people have different usernames in YouTube and in Discord. So whoever's in YouTube and in Discord, g'day. Sorry we don't see you if you got different names. Looking for flight 15 to be from 39A. Is that what who said that? Was that Gwen saying that?
Yeah, it was Gwen Shotwell I think it was an interview with CNBC, and she said, yeah, they're aiming to have flight 15 going out of LC-39A. And they were saying flight 13 they're aiming for next month, and they want to try hitting monthly launches after that. I'm not sure that's going to happen just yet, monthly launches, but basically that means they'd be targeting September for flight 15 at the moment.
It probably won't be too long before they're getting the production up to that. I mean, they've been upgrading the factory a whole lot. The mega bays are by nowhere near completely busy at the moment either. So there's definitely some large room for increase in production already at Starbase alone.
I suppose it all depends exactly what's holding production back at the moment. If it's going to be something they can very quickly get solved, or if it's something that's going to take a bit of time to try and ramp. Yeah, I'd be very interested to see what's holding things back right now.
I'm guessing flight data, to be honest. I don't think there's anything else just said. I think the factory, has been steadily upgraded over the past little while, and I say the mega bays are definitely ready for some more vehicles. So I'm sort of guessing it's more about flight data than actual factory readiness, to be honest.
We did have a question in chat from Stephen Lewis. He's wondering, will SpaceX liquefy the natural gas using liquid nitrogen or electric chillers or what?
I'm not exactly sure how that works. Generally, you compress it. Or you compress it, then cool it, then compress it. And the intercoolers, they do have kettle reboilers. And we noticed that from the port photos. I can actually show you some of them. There is kettle reboilers sitting around the port, and we know that there's a heap of them actually over there at the site as well. I think this photo shows them. 1 minute. Get the right mouse. So some of this equipment down in here are kettle reboilers for the LNG site. So it's anything like the big LNG site at the Port of Brownsville, yeah. So compression, there's great big compressor trains for the LNG. So of course any gas liquefied, you basically got to compress it, and as you compress it, obviously you create heat, and then somehow you got to dissipate that heat. So there's a lot of water chillers at the LNG site. So I'd say it's a bit of a combination of water chillers and maybe some liquid nitrogen kettle reboilers. They're more than likely going to have an excess of nitrogen for that, so probably a combo. I'm feeling like I'm really happy to step up and remember a lot of stuff that I was taught and to come up with some of these answers.
And look how beautiful it is out there right now.
Wonderful. Absolutely glorious weather.
Ooh, starting to get some long distance launch site photos coming through.
Very good, yep. So these trains, this train will do. These trains here that liquefy natural gas. So there's a lot of water water chillers up on top here for intercoolers to cool down the compressed natural gas, and then over in these areas too we can see some all sorts of kettle reboilers and other things to finish the job up and to make it all nice and liquid. I think LNGs are a lot easier to liquefy than natural gas. I think is a lot easier to liquefy than things like oxygen and nitrogen. They have shown they can pump out the hardware from the factory when needed, says Brad Smith. Yeah, like I said, I'm kind of leaning towards they're waiting for a bit more flight data, so before they pump out too many boosters and ships in a row. But so far, Flight 12 was pretty successful, really, except for that little thing with the booster and that little thing with one of the engines on the ship. So maybe it's more about engines than actual flight vehicles. But yeah, I imagine we're going to see some fairly rapid production of boosters and ships. And I can see what you mean, Jake, about maybe taking a month or two longer than what it seems just to catch up, because there's no booster 21 yet. But I think
But
over
I
the next
mean,
couple of months we'll see that start to happen.
I was going to say, SpaceX has been aiming for monthly launches for quite a while now. It's not a new thing. I personally, I don't think we start seeing regular monthly launches this year. I think that's going to be more of a next year thing when they've got a lot more in place.
We also want to thank Space Watcher for their $5 donation. And he says, thanks for everything the RGV team does. Always great picks and info. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Not only we appreciate financial support, but the amount of texts and kind words we get as support for the actual crew, for the team. Sorry, that goes a long, long way too. Because we all put a bit into these productions, and yeah, it's really nice to get some positive feedback from that. That's why we do it. We don't do this for financial gain. We do it for the community, and it's always very nice to have the community give us that support back personally. So personally, find the personal support really appreciated. Thank you.
Looks like we're going to see that flame trench being put together pretty soon. There's a lot more frame pieces there now.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, we're starting to get Marcy's photos too as well, directly overhead.
Yeah.
Wow, they're going to make some good clear images.
Oh, yeah, and that was the interesting little thing with Marcy's this week. They removed the Lock's Head of Tank test article from the cage, the white cage.
Ah, so
Yep.
they didn't crush it.
No, they did seem to do 2 cryo tests with it and then pulled it out of the cage. I was quite surprised that seemed to be it.
Considering how many tests they've done on all the other test tanks, including this week, they did another one on 39.1 or so as well.
Yeah, they did. I think they did actually another 2 this week. They've done 15 cryo tests on that test article now.
Thanks, Des Nicholas. That's because you're awesome people, Stephanie. I think we got a pretty awesome crew, actually, team actually here at RGB. To be honest, yes, I really like working with all the people I get to work with here, with Indy and Matt and Jake and all the other guys I get to work with every week, with the writers, the script writers, and the Stevie, our editor. I think we're very fortunate to have the team we do at the moment, to be honest.
Speaking of Massey's, I read that they actually removed the actuator test frames from the new ship thrust sim stand as well. Yesterday, I think.
Oh, let me see. There's a close up of that. Oh, the frames. Yes, that's correct. Yes, the frames have been removed, and the actual test stand has been removed from the flame trench as well. So there's the frames right next to it actually. So the new cryo stand is now ready for it's at 41, is it, Jake? The next one that needs
Yeah,
this?
41.
Yeah.
That should be pretty much almost ready to go by now for cryo testing, but I guess they're probably going to be priority getting 40 ready for flight.
Yes, I'd imagine so. Yep.
Also, the Black W frame things, they're still sitting there toning us.
That's what I was just waiting to say. www, just chilling still.
Ah, the name is stuck. Cool.
They're like the first thing I look for every week now.
Oh, look at that. They've starting on the plumbing for the new. I'm gonna call them nitrogen tanks for now. Just that way they'll be LOX tanks. So I'll call them nitrogen tanks for now. I mean,
I
they could
think
be LOX
nitrogen.
tanks.
Yeah, although I think nitrogen's probably going to make more sense. That's if they want to SpaceX aiming to clear that bottom part of Marcy's. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree. That's why I'm saying for now, nitrogen tanks with no confidence at all. Well, if Gwen's right, someone asked in chat how far away is 39A. Could be July or so, but we'll just have to wait and see.
Something else interesting about the Shotwell interview was she was asked very directly about the possible SpaceX and Tesla merger, and while she did not confirm it, she also did nothing to deny it, and kind of almost hinted that it was being looked forward to in the future.
Yeah, I mean, I'd say it's inevitable.
Oh,
I'd be
100%.
surprised if it doesn't happen.
Yeah, 100%.
100%. Oh, the big words. What's that?
Doohickey.
I'm with Jake.
Another one.
That is probably going to be something to do with platforms to get from the staircase over onto the truss stretch, I reckon.
Okay, maybe. Yep, that sounds like a good idea.
Yeah.
A bit of cloud over.
They did move that small cat, by the way, down. It's now sitting next to the Super Crusher, the one I thought was going to go on top of the Lock's landing tank test article.
Oh, that
Which,
never happened, did it?
Well, no, yeah, yeah.
Wasn't that always there? Sorry.
Yeah.
Is it there or is it slightly further to the right? Oh no,
Yeah.
it was always by there. Something's moved in that area.
Well,
I'm
they
sure
had
something's moved there.
that little ring is new. The black one right there in between the trailer and that piece. I don't think that was there last week, right?
In the show and tell, I'll
Sure.
have a look back at last week. Now,
Oh, and
these things still over here? No, they've all been moved. Hello.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, where are they? Let me see. Where are they? I'll bet you they're in there, Jake. I bet you any money.
It could very well be. Yeah. And also,
What's the over-under on
I
it?
Where's our okay, we need to get in contact with Mauricio, make sure he gets a nice angled shot down into the bottom of 18.3.
also looks like the that Lock's landing tank might have actually completely left Marcy's because I haven't been able to find it yet in any of those Marcy shots.
Okay, cool. Well, we'll look for it maybe in the scrapyard. Although didn't see anything roll back, did we?
No, although I don't know if we actually even caught it going out to Marcy's. I am not sure.
Well, it's not in the scrapyard, although if that's the scrapyard now. Where is the scrapyard now?
It's over by the container wall, isn't it? That's where they started
Oh,
cutting
yeah.
apart the B-17 aft.
Let me just look at that area. Yes, good. Yes, thank you.
Yeah, they're ripping up some more concrete in the rocket garden too.
It's not there, no. So did we see that photo too of one of these flat rings sitting above the hot stage truss? So the truss was hanging down off that one of those flat rings.
Yeah, I remember seeing that.
Well, yeah, because that flat ring was right next to where your pointer is right now. Yeah.
I think it was one. There's been like maybe 10 of those so far built. Those flat rings. I think there's even still a pile of them behind the factory. So, not maybe not particular that one.
Right. I just mean that
Matt.
one's gone. Yeah.
Yep. It may even be stacked around the back of the factory too. Okay, so still no cladding crew.
Oh, we have a load more cradles for the pad 1 flame bucket as well.
Right.
But yeah. Still no fourth base section. Yep, here's some
Yeah,
cradles. Oh, this area is starting to get populated. I thought this is where they're going to build the flame trench. The flame bucket, we'll see. Maybe that's something to do with the flame bucket too.
well, they moved parts of the apex cell. Look,
Oh,
sitting
they've
at the
been
top. That
Yeah, they were there
there's
last week.
no go down. There's more sitting in that little area you were just talking about. I'm sure that's 2 bottom plates to it. No, go by the red tents. Yeah, they
Oh,
look
yeah,
like
yeah.
they're yeah,
The flat taco holders.
I
yeah.
thought there was only 2 sections. Let me see, how wide is it? I wonder if that's another flame apex for 37 even. Not sure. Devil's in the details, yes. What? It's a wig. I haven't heard that for a while. A wigwam for a wigwam for a goose's bridle. That's a real Aussie thing. That's a real Aussie saying. Maybe it's a British saying as well. I don't know. That's an American saying, is it? It's a wigwam for a goose's bridle.
Nope.
No.
I've never heard it in the UK either.
Yeah, that's a new one for me.
Okay, it's an Aussie thing. Yep. No. I gotta laugh. Some of our sayings I can't say online either.
We got all 3 foundations poured where the old fleet maintenance building is, or was.
Cool. Is y'all jumping ahead on me? Come on into baby.
Well, as you know, they come in fast.
Yes, that's true. That's a nice launch site photos.
Looks like the top of the deck on Starship Park, part of it's been poured now.
Oh, we're just starting to get launch site close-ups now. Okay, so build site happened. Let me see here. Oh, there's the foundations poured for the whatever that is. Now, I want to look at the back of the Star Factory. Oh, we haven't got it. Oh, this photo might show it. There was a heap of those rings sitting over here. They've all gone into the factory. Okay.
Yeah, no,
Oh, here.
yeah, I was about to say they're sitting right by the factory.
They're getting ready to go into the factory. Cool. Yep, they're working on the factory big time. I bet there's a ton of work going on in here. Now they're getting close to finalizing version 3, which is going to be the version for some time now. I'm imagining the factory is being almost fully retooled by now for version 3. Still a few fine details, I think, to have the next couple of flights to change, but I'd say the factory's getting geared up for this production that they're expecting very soon.
We also want to thank Space Watcher for their $5 donation, and he says, and $5 more for the word concrete.
Yeah, it's all about concrete and motion potion, isn't it, around Starbase?
I don't know about the motion potion.
It's also motion lotion too. But no, motion potion, yeah, that keeps the aeroplane, keeps that big fan at the front of the aeroplane spinning to keep the pilot cool, because you watch him sweat when that thing stops. Okay, let's have a closer look at this over here, Jake. Maybe the next photo. Nope, this photo. Yeah, wow, they do look very much like the base of
Oh yeah,
Trench.
they're definitely parts from another Apex.
Like I said, so it's only 2 sections. That gives you the width, doesn't it? Yeah, by look at that scale.
Yeah.
Or is it 3? Ooh.
I think it's 2, from what I can remember. Actually, you got me down myself now.
I don't know whether I can say that online Friday. But that is funny. I guess we can show that in chat. I don't know. Maybe we shouldn't. What do you reckon, Indy?
I think that's a Matt question.
I heard nothing.
Okay. We'll give that one to Matt. We'll leave that in Matt's call. That's your call, that one.
What was the question? I honestly didn't hear it.
Oh, check out Friday Ray's comment in chat.
Okay, one second. Oh, yeah, you're right.
Steph wants to know if she can say that online.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that.
Carl was shouting in chat too. So they're saying, we're talking about Motion Potion, they're saying Sky Lube. So whatever.
No comment.
You know, interestingly, there's a bunch of moving trucks over in the like HLS Park area.
Packing up a party.
Oh yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
Apparently there was some kind of party going on.
Yeah.
Oh, they got that whole area torn out except for that old engine install station.
Yeah, you can see they've extended it because they were only up to where that little first kind of digger mover is right there, but last week. So yeah, they're going a little bit farther.
Yeah, I think that part they got there, I think they're going to use it to assemble work stands for Gigabay on.
For sure. You can also see they connected the cable tray to the building.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, that's definitely more parking.
Because I think all that steel we saw sitting next to that area last week, I think that's Gigabay work platform hardware.
Maybe. Well, that can also mean factory, and I think some of that short.
I'm not saying this for the hell of it, Stephanie. I've seen other stuff over at Roberts Road. It's likely to be Gigabay work platforms.
Cool. We'll see. Cool. Yeah, I'm not saying I don't ever think you do say things for the hell of it. I think you're very, very accurate with about everything you say, but I'm always going to play the devil's advocate and offer other ideas. But yeah, I really much appreciate your input.
Don't poop in my cornflakes, Steph.
I don't. I try not to. I put my foot in my mouth so much. I'm really worried I've annoyed one of our other members, but we'll see what happens there.
Looks like they added a little bit more to that first stand too, the nose cone stand.
Yeah. Well, they've
Yeah,
definitely been
they've added.
painting more of it as well.
Yeah, that one. They added like another couple little sections right there in the middle.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah,
they've covered
because
over the.
it was one big hole opening last week.
Okay. Got better
Yeah,
memory than me.
they've covered. Yeah, as I say, they covered or painted those 3 little points on the edges as well. By the looks of it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah, they've added that. Yep. Very good. And they've done something over this side as well in grey. Yep. Thank you. Oh, nice. Some launch site photos. Oh, let's get straight into pad 1. So heaps to go over in detail with show and tell.
Yeah, and it looks like we're going to get another concrete pad over by pad 1. They've started got formwork and rebar for another pad over there.
Oh, look at the rebar here for the GSE building coming along nice. Yeah. Have they? I don't know. Looks like they're getting ready to bring the crane in closer, perhaps too.
Also looks like we might be seeing the round sections there that some of those wall pieces are going to sit on top of. They are right behind the big crane whenever you're ready.
Okay, yeah. Are they down to the new piles already? Is that what we're seeing here? The new piles?
Mm-hmm.
I'd say so, yeah. Look how dense all those are.
Cool. Well, they've dug a lot of that out this week. Wow.
Starting to put some flooring, getting started in the GSE skeleton.
Yeah, and I haven't looked at these filters yet, but apparently the lifting hardware for the Pad 1 QD arm is turned up at this site as well now. The hydraulic or the pneumatic chain hoist, I think.
Nice. Yes, there's 4 black pieces down there, just down to a little bit further down and to the right. Your other right. There you go. To the left. Right there.
Your other left.
Because we've got 4 rounded pieces, and same with the wall sections.
Aren't those just stands?
Are they?
Pipes? Yeah. They've got flanges on top and the bottom, haven't they?
Yeah.
Could be. Could be. They just
We've
look
got
eerily
embeds
similar.
We got embeds over here last week for the wall section, so let me count. Still 16 of them and 4 of them. I think there's still a few more to come. Floor sections. Okay. They're going to put the floors in
Fly
as
Jake
well
has a
before they move it. Sure.
Fly Jake is wondering, how will they move the big structure being built next to Pad 1 to its spot across from Tower 1? The crane,
Very carefully.
SPMT.
With this here Skyhook. So the Aussies will know we used to have a band called Skyhooks with what's his name? My memory's so bad these days. Red Simons was the guitarist. He's a very fairly loud character in Australian media.
And there's the
Looks like we should have the bulk of a building up by next week over in the water storage area. They are starting putting up walls.
and yeah, there was that pad I was talking about just now as well on that last photo. You can see they were starting to put down the rebar for it.
Sorry. Oh, okay, in the corner here.
Yeah, that one.
Cool.
That's it.
Oh yeah.
Already starting to populate the area with tempcrete.
Concrete.
Yeah.
Well, it's not concrete yet. It's still tempcrete. Tempcrete. That's hard to say. Okay, D1 area. Where is it? All the way over the other side of the site.
7442 was a good one.
And we can come back to it after, but you can see they were starting to the steel for the new Pad 1 tower has been moved over to that assembly area as well.
The what? Sorry, for the tower?
The steel for the new Pad 1 tower, the tower roof, it's been moved to that assembly area behind the tower.
Cool.
Yeah, definitely something going on in this area now. Yeah, the walls. You can see them going on.
Yep, bricklayers are getting busy.
I thought they'd be
Interesting.
putting up. I thought they'd be putting formwork up for the walls, but they look like concrete blocks, don't they?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So they'll have the starter bars, the rebar up through the centres of them. They'll be concrete filled. I've done a lot of that sort of walling for below concrete swimming pools. This looks like a ramp to go into a swim pool, to be honest.
Right.
They poured this concrete this week, ready for the exterior wall. Lots of rebar here. Wow, there's
Look
lots
at
more to
the
come in this area.
you can see they've started forming the end of that wall as well by the entrance. Before,
Oh, yeah, yep.
yeah. And there's a little break in it as well, which is interesting. I guess that's probably going to be something to do with security and checking. Yeah. So
Right next
are they
to.
going to have a Are they going to have a curved wall on one side of the entrance and a not so curved wall on the other side of it?
Yep.
Looks like it.
Oh dear.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. Let's say, I don't know, maybe able to put a hook.
Yeah.
I don't know. It doesn't look like it. Sorry, Jake. They may curve it just to make it curved. That may happen still.
They might have a curved part up. If you're looking from the road, there'd be like a slightly curved part, the check-in window, and then a further curved part past the straight section. If that made any sense. Basically, instead of having the curve right on the corner, stretch from the corner and pull the wall back some before curving. No, like in towards the launch, towards the tower. So instead, have a small curve right there on that corner, but the main curve would be further into the launch site.
See where the cut of the concrete is? To your right more. A little bit more. Yeah, so I think you're saying, right?
Yeah, here, I'll
following
put it
that
here.
curve.
Look
yeah.
at Patreon Lounge. As soon as it's there, it goes. Something like that.
Pictures
See, the
say
little
1,000 words.
the straight wall there, so they got like a security window on the road side or the entrance area side as well. But like we saw with the old security post that was there.
Oh, they've started painting the tower facing side of the Pad 2 flame trench wall again. Yeah, opposite side. You need to come from the other angle. Let me find the photo.
Painting.
Oh, yeah, wow.
756. Oh, there you go.
Chocolate waffles. Good on ya.
So is that something that they're going to be painting every single time? That's, yeah.
It's the new tower legs. Or the OLM legs.
yeah.
Oh, that's
No.
interesting. There's a new trench being excavated behind the Pad 2 tower going over to the isolation and purging area. I don't know if that's just them replacing concrete or if they got something else planned there.
They had a trench being dug last week.
Yeah, they basically finished putting all that conduit and everything in it. You can see it's kind of working on getting closed up.
No, not that one. No, behind the tower, going over towards the isolation and purging. It follows around the commodities trench.
Gotcha. Where's a shot from that side? Hang on 1 second.
I haven't found one yet. I'm looking from, yeah.
Okay, you're looking from this side. I see, yep. Have they just opened up? Oh no, they're actually digging a whole new trench. Wow. Now, was that the high pressure? Was that where the high pressure lines were on that side? They were, weren't they?
I can't remember now. Might be.
They're digging them up. Oh, the chopsticks are wide open. So I noticed they've been moving the arms as they've been replacing carriages. So I think John Tate there, I think you're in chatty somewhere, was assuming it's to change the balance on the carriage so they can maybe take the load off some of the skates when they're pulling skates out. It must be a bit of a feat to get those skates out.
They've retracted all the arms in the OLM.
Okay, yep, they have two, yep. So I wonder if that's all buttoned up, ready for the next launch now then. That's the launch mount's actually ready. Scaffolding, still got the scaffolding in the centre, so not quite yet, maybe. Oh, look at that, the retention pond's empty. Cool. Oh, and you think there's not much going on in Starbase, and you have a little look around and soon work out that there's still lots and lots and lots going on.
There seems to be some bits of formwork down in that trench behind the pad 2 tower. I don't know. I don't know if that's just them redoing concrete or not.
Event dudes feel like they use the primer paint for marking and might now use an actual paint for non-burning or blowing away.
I mean, certainly possible.
Like I think on the back of the maybe it's to do with the back of the QD hoods as well.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, there is a load of rebar sitting next to that trench behind the pad 2 tower as well. So yeah, I guess they are just pretty much just redoing the concrete there.
Let me see. Oh, here we go. This angle gets it. Hang on.
Go down to the second top row there. That's it. That shows part of it quite well.
Okay.
See, there
Oh,
seems to be a form down in there, and there's rebar sitting right next to it.
Okay, maybe they just didn't do the. Maybe that was a rush job, though. Rushing to get Flight 11 boosted through here, weren't they?
Oh, Flight 11, yeah.
When this was first being concreted over, was Flight 11 coming through? Remember, they even out here they only had temporary concrete out here too, and they just after Flight 11 they ripped all this up and put proper concrete down.
Yeah, I remember that. Oh, and stay on this photo. You see they got the aerial work platform is on this tower now. Yeah, on the pillars.
Yeah.
Onto the right as well.
Okay, because they had they got scaffolding. Oh, that's scaffolding down. Okay, they've had scaffolding, but now they've actually got the. Is that right? That's the cable.
Yeah.
So that's the actual platform. That's actually scaffold down there, isn't it?
Yeah.
Cool. Oh, talk about cables. I hear 39A has its cable being reeved at the moment.
Yep, it's finally fully hooked in, connected to the tower.
Geez, they're going to be ready for a booster soon. Far out sooner than a lot of people think, I think.
Well, with those chopsticks now being reeved to the tower at 39A, you know what's next?
Booster.
Everyone's favourite, water spheres. Bags. Balls.
They're starting to get the new roof pieces in place over by pad 1.
Yeah. Oh, and that was another thing. That was another new thing I did this week. Pad 2 SQD arm. They've put folding railings in at the end of them to fill in those gaps where they were putting scaffolding before. But we can come back to that after.
Is that in this photo?
Oh yeah. Yeah, you can see now the railings go all the way up to the foldable platforms now.
Oh yeah, there's a noddy talking about Skyhook song. Yeah, and horror movie, yeah. To 6:30 News. They were saying one of the Skyhook songs was talking about it's a horror movie, the 6:30 News. So that was back in the 70s and still quite relevant today, isn't it? I'm not being political, just saying.
Oh, there's another trench over right below the, well, possibly still current brake rim that looks exactly like all of the conduit and stuff that they were doing the run that was coming out from the pond over at pad 2. 7740.
Yeah, take my eyes off the screen for 1 second, and yeah.
Yeah, and you're 100 behind. Yeah,
No, I wouldn't say behind. I'm up to where we're talking 77.44.
40. 7740. Yeah.
That's right, Connie.
Almost didn't catch it because most of it's being covered already. Right there. Yep.
So
right
is
there.
that the same? Is that the same trench?
Yeah, because if you look at the other side,
Yeah.
it's the exact same covering, same look, same everything. So I'd imagine those are possibly a connection right there.
So this is This is going. This is gone. All this. So what are they? I wonder if they're like like getting some of the services sort of hooked up.
Well, wasn't yeah.
Or maybe they've cut services through here, and they're bringing it around here just for in the interim even.
I've been speculating a little while about them maybe having one of those really big, tall comms towers, like they're doing for 39A and 37. Wonder if that's roughly in that area where it might end up going. Because I know there was supposed to be a new deluge farm over here, but plans can change.
So the directed power over here, just through here. It might just be some temporary, like I said last week, still might just be some temporary solution in the interim till they get everything else hooked in. This photo will show it.
I just realised as well, that amount of conduit wouldn't do for a really big comms tower type thing, though.
They seem to be picking up power from here, because that's already got power from wherever, here. And I'm imagining this will get disconnected through here once they start trenching and everything. So I bet you that's just a temp supply for this area, and then this will get knocked down soon, I imagine. I'm surprised it's still here now. I'm surprised they even bothered to put a temporary power in, to be honest. I expect that to already have been rutted. Well, not rutted, but, RSD'd. Two new tanks. Oh, and they're completely different size. Cool. They're rather larger. So they're the thousands, not the 900s, I think is what they're saying. Like the ones at 39A, the bigger ones.
Are they bigger? I don't know if it's just perspective, but it looks like the front end, well, the end that's closest to Highway 4 is slightly closer than the rest of those.
Oh, I think they definitely look fatter. Maybe. Let me see if I get a closer shot. They've got me questioning myself. You love doing that to me, I know. I'm going to say they're bigger. Yeah. Oh, hang on. They're this size tanks over here. I wonder if they're just new. I don't know. Hang on. I'll do my thing. Do my thing. Oh, it's raining cats and dogs here. Okay,
It's
now I'm up.
going to say, it's getting serious when the paint tool comes out.
It's an illusion, I think.
Yeah, I'd say they're roughly the same size.
Yeah.
They do seem to be sitting up higher, though, don't they?
Yeah, well, don't forget, we noticed last week the pad there was higher than the pad next to it.
Okay, no, I didn't actually remember that.
Yeah, it was like 3 or 4 feet, I think, roughly.
Same size-ish, yeah. They stick out like dogs, yeah. Parts, yeah, true, yeah. Well, you guys have that saying, don't you?
No.
Oh, you don't have that saying. Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, when things are quite obvious. Yeah. Oh, cool. Thanks, Jake, in Patreon. Yep, cool.
Looks like that footing's next to the other methane tanks there as well. The ribbed ones. Nope.
To the
Other
left,
side.
though.
Yeah. So they added more methane tanks, or is it? Well, I guess they're going to.
Yeah.
God,
Say
that's a
so.
lot of methane's capacity. If that's what's happening there.
I mean, considering they'd
no.
probably, I would assume they'd want to have at least enough for both pads. Makes sense.
I'm not sure if that's obviously methane or not. I mean, it does suggest that, but it doesn't mean they can't continue these nitrogen tanks or whatever these are, LOX tanks or whatever, over further all the way through either. It does seem odd they're going to that side, so I'll give you the benefit of the doubt there that they are actually methane.
I'd imagine.
I suppose what
I think
suppose what they
doesn't
could
there have to? Go ahead, Jake.
say. I suppose what they could be doing here is adding new methane tanks in and getting rid of those two shorter ones from the other end. Maybe.
Could be. But if I remember right, don't they have to have some sort of divider or gap between the methane and the other stuff? So
I don't think they've really been bothering with the way they're doing the tanks farms now. They're not really.
well,
There's
there's
not
the
like
containment walls that we had on the old version, but I don't know. Wasn't
yeah,
there?
well, they seem to be doing away with those containment walls now, from what we're
Yeah.
seeing. Yeah, pretty much all that. If any methane comes out of any of those tanks, it can pretty much just go straight over onto Highway 4.
This is kind of funny. Who's that? Probably the cafeteria workers or the welder. That's just how they clock out and head home from the night shift now. You guys are funny. Funny. Okay, now, sorry, the distraction. Where on earth were we?
In that one place.
We also want to thank Martin for his £2 donation. And he says, choo choo.
Choo indeed. Oh, wow, what an awesome set of photos. The weather has been very kind to us today, and we've got some awesome angles of quite a few new things. So it's going to be a great little show and tell coming up later on today. Stay tuned.
You took the words right out of my mouth. I was thinking the exact same thing.
Same bat channel. Well, not quite the same bat time sometimes, but you know what I mean. Flight's getting bumpy as they go through the inversion layer. I think they're above the inversion layer by now. Oh, hang on, they're coming back down through the inversion layer. What height are we?
Oh yeah, we're way down.
Yeah, so correct. Yeah, once you get under the inversion layer, you're into where the thermals live. Yeah, that's correct. Absolutely accurate.
And he is getting tossed around, poor guy. We also want to thank Nodi for their $5 Australian donation, and they said toot toot.
Oh, there's some definite thermal activity going on there. Yep. Awesome. Yeah, so down under here we get thermals, so you get hot and cold air rising, and thermals only go up as far as the inversion layer, where the warm, moist air penetrates the inversion layer and goes into freezing cold air. So just above the inversion layer is like minus 20 degrees Celsius. So as the moisture goes up through the inversion layer, that's how those particular clouds are formed, turn into ice crystals. Yeah, so below the inversion layer, it's a very, very bumpy thermal activity. So today would be a good day for gliding with and thermal soaring with a glider. And you can see on the ground you've got cloudy patches and bright patches. So you'll get like in these bright patches, especially where it's sandy like this, you'll get a hot air bubble, and like a pot boiling, that bubble will eventually pop off the ground and rise up through the atmosphere, creating a thermal, and with it take moisture up into the inversion layer. Boy, it's bumpy as. Makes for interesting flying, doesn't it, Ratio? Okay,
Yeah,
looks like
Friday
we're on
Ray
our way
was
home.
wondering if
Go on.
Friday Ray was wondering if Fred was in the military, a military pilot, because he's flying so amazingly.
There's plenty of private pilots around that are very, very good pilots. And I do understand military pilots are an exceptional bunch of pilots as well because of their the amount of hours they get and the types of aircraft they fly and the different conditions they are required to fly in, basically any conditions. Maybe, but I wouldn't say necessarily there's some very good private pilots around. So it's freezing up in the clouds. Yes, once you go above the inversion layer, the temperature drops significantly. The temperature drops below the inversion layer. The temperature drops about 2 degrees per Celsius per 1,000 feet. So it's already about 10 degrees cooler at the inversion layer, but still way above zero. But then, yeah, just above the inversion layer, that's where you start getting your minus 20, minus 10, minus 20 degrees. And when you go up to 30, 40,000 feet rare lines, they're up around, down around minus 30 to minus 40 degrees Celsius, which those jet engines absolutely love because the cold air intake helps those engines, helps with the expansion of the gases. There's more donations, Indy.
Yep. We want to thank Des for his 10 Australian dollars donation, and he says, chugga chugga, clickety clack, woot woot, halfway.
Thanks, Belly. Aussie fellow, Aussie. Aussie, Aussie, Aussie.
Oi, oi, oi.
Oh, you got Noddy before, $5, Indy.
I did.
Looks like Noddy's another Aussie. Oh, there's two Aussie dollars, yep. Cool. Yeah, I was thinking I was the only Aussie around. No, I know there's a few of us around.
Looks like they're still chugging along with all the conduit over at the ASU. Getting closer.
Oh yeah, Starbase.
7,800 is a good one.
And we don't have to go to it after this, but there's a lot of scaffolding, a lot of scaffolding going up around the Pad 1 tower base as well.
Cool. I imagine they'll start, getting that underway soon. Quite a lot of work to do there. I did not hear your number there, Matt.
7,800, but that one's a better one.
Yep, yeah, I'd say these are going to go to the vaults for input power, straight to transformers over here and over here, and maybe there's going to be a transformer over here. Wow, it's really raining heavily outside, far out.
Looks like they got a couple covers up there on the roof too, on the compressor building, over a couple of those holes.
Yeah. $7,800. Is there one from the other side?
7,800 was more just showing like a overall from the same viewpoint, pretty much.
Okay. I'll find him in show and tell.
Yeah, there's some a bit earlier in the flight, but I'll have to look.
That's 7,800, yep. I'm just waiting to see how these pipe racks around the back go as well.
Yeah, I'm working on finding you a good one.
How are we going? We're nearly
And-
descending. Go ahead, Indy.
Martin's getting in on the action, donated £2 and says chugga chugga chugga.
Oh, good on you guys. That's awesome support there in chat. Well done. I really, really appreciate that. I'm always really surprised when we get so many donations. So good on you. It's really well done. And don't worry, that goes to good use. So we've had an upgrade battery system on the Starlink over the last few weeks. So we thank everyone for support for that. So that's working a lot better. Saves having to run a cable and a power pack in the back seat. So that's something that happened over the last few weeks.
Yeah,
Oh,
it just
there's
goes to
traffic.
show that every single one of your dollars goes to support just making our streams and our content just that much better and better every week for you guys. So thank you so much for all of the support and donations. We greatly appreciate it.
Looks like November 22014 is doing circuits. Bit wonky on the base leg there. I'm not sure what this bit's all about, but I might have done a that way circuit first. Now he's doing a this way circuit. So what's that right-hand circuit? Looks like he's going in for landing. So if I know Fred's on his downwind leg, so you fly parallel to the runway for a while, then you'll do a base leg over here somewhere, and then come in for finals. Oh, that's a little 150. Oh, yeah, that's a little 150. They're an awesome little trainer aircraft. That's so good. So they'll all be in radio contact with each other. Be seen and to see, and be heard and to hear. Part of navigation. Okay, yep, he's did a touch and go. That's the trainer. Yep, he's up at flying speed again. Takeoff speed, they take up at around a 150. I think you can get off the ground at around 50, 55 knots. I think its stall speed's probably around 55 knots, the 150. I'd say he's got a headwind there, so he's probably climbing more at sort of 55, 60 knots maybe.
Found you one finally, Steph, if you want to go to it. Up to you.
Sure.
7592.
And while Steph finds out, we want to thank Sergeant Vash for another $5 donation. And he said, if RGV ain't flying, space nerds are crying. Great work, RGV team. Looking forward to the show and tell, too.
And we just got another one, too.
Cleared to land. Runway 13, short approach. Ah, they're listening to me. So g'day, Fred. Well done. Awesome flying. Well done. Yep, that's a very short final leg. Yes, very, very short. Yep. Awesome. Good flying, Fred. And I don't know if you can hear us or not, but people in chat are wondering whether Fred has military experience with his flying. Oh, there, 70792. Thank you in chat. Mr. James. What's that Roman number? 1912. 1912? What?
You want to get those last
No.
two, Andy?
Yep, I'll get them right now. We also want to thank Naughty for their $5 Australian donation. And they said, thanks for the great stream and for attracting a great group of people in chat. I was genuinely LOLing for this one. And then Fly Jake with his $4.99 donation and says, for that sweet petrol love. Thank you both so much.
It's so refreshing seeing petrol being called petrol. We can hear it's called gas all the time, or even at gas. But yeah, it's lovely to be hear it called petrol. Thank you very much. Because that's what we call it in Australia. It's all petrol. So I've got a friend who's Italian. His name's Peter. He says to say pizza in Italian, you just say the word petrol. but just don't say the L word, such as petrol.
Okay, weirdos.
Yes, that's exactly right.
Ventu says 11:22, by the way.
11:22. Yeah, I knew I hadn't got it right. I knew it was. I was saying that's not right. Thank you. My
And
brain
Flight
wasn't.
says, my pleasure, Steph, for calling it petrol.
Oh, cool. Yeah. Oh, you're a great bunch of people. I love the bit of personal stuff in between. I really love that. It makes my day when that happens, and just in general, just the good comments we're getting about chat in general and our actual community there. That's right. I'm really proud of the on behalf of RGB whole team. We're really proud of the community that we have attracted. Yeah, and there's such a lovely bunch of people in the Discord chats, and we never have any trouble with anybody in our community. We've been so lucky. Everyone's been so nice and mannerful and being real ladies and gentlemen and keeping their manners and their keeping things under control and not talking over people and not getting angry or anything. So yeah, we're doing really, really well. And so that's on you guys. That's not on us so much. That's on you guys for being really lovely people. Thank you very much. And yeah, we love you as well. Thank you very much.
And Shindiggity came in with a $5 donation, says it's gasoline.
No. I understand. We Aussies sometimes laugh at Americans calling gas because it's not gas, is it? It's a liquid, but we know it means gasoline. But we do. I don't know. Aussies laugh at everything, so don't ever take anything an Aussie says personally. It's definitely not meant personally. You'll know when it's meant personally. When an Aussie says something personally, our tone of voice will change. You know, we can call each other pretty well just about anything. It's the tone of voice that matters. Aussies are all about joking around. It's part of our nature. Hey, there's that water, just shiny. That heat exchange we saw come in on the truck. So it's chilling water. I'm thinking it's in. Maybe that's what those connections were on this side of that unit. I'm thinking that connects into the actual into the actual ASU unit rather than into this rack here, and this will have liquid nitrogen flowing through it to water chill these intercoolers in here, perhaps. Maybe. Just a guess on that one. Please don't take that as gospel. Okay, we're on the ground, aren't we? We've landed. Okay, so all right, cool.
Yep, and we also want to thank Drunar for his his $2 Canadian donation, and he said it's expensive.
Yep, it's still a little bit expensive. We're lucky in Australia. It's still expensive in Australia, but we've our government's removed a heap of tax off fuel just recently to help us out a little bit. But yeah, if it wasn't for that, our fuel is also a little bit expensive at the moment. But we're managing. I went to town and back the other day. It cost me $20, but it's life. Okay, so Matt, what are we up to?
Ready to go, basically.
All right, cool. So first of all, I'll thank a big thanks to chat. As always, a big thanks to chat and the generous support you give there, both verbally and financially. And there's another one from Just Martin Petrol. I think British people call it petrol as well.
Keep the war going, guys.
Everyone, are we still live?
Yep.
We are.
Oh, okay. I just want to thank. I saw the donations coming through at the very end. So I was, I was talking to Fred here in a bit. We got our flyover scheduled already for next Saturday at 9 a.m.
Nice.
Of course, we're a little flexible with, just trying to lock it in. We might as well, lock it in for next week already. So, really appreciate the support from everybody, and of course, staff and the team and Matt, Indian Star, everybody from the team, the Patreon members, and everybody that's helping out with the, with the fuel and all that. So really appreciate that. Starlink only dropped off for about, I think, one time because we were going a little bit too fast. But other than that, yeah, I really appreciate it. Thank you so much for being around and watching and subscribing to us. And yeah, I'll hand it back to Stephanie.
We've got one question for him, Reshay. Does Fred have military pilot experience?
No, I don't think so. He's actually pretty young. He's pretty young. I don't think I actually don't know. I might want to ask him. But the first pilot that we had, I know he was a pilot in the Vietnam War back in the day. He's an older gentleman who met Indian star met him.
I did.
Marshall. Yeah, yeah. So he had military experience, and we flew with him back in the day.
Wow, not to jump in, but Indy, you want to read that one?
Yeah, we want to thank Bruce for his $67 donation. And he says, for $10 of 100 LL based on price search.
10 gallons. Yeah.
What did I say?
$10.
Ah, my bad.
Wait, 67.
Yes.
Hey, don't say it. Don't say it. Don't say it. I will server mute you.
And to be
Alright,
fair, he did it
yeah.
on price research.
Yeah. So in Australia we run, I think it's 95 and 110. We just call it octane now in Australia. Oh, we may call it LL2 in Australia. Anyhow, doesn't matter.
I like that Mauricio avoided the whole petrol versus gas conversation and just called it fuel.
Yeah. Yeah, well, it is. It's all fuel, yeah. Okay, Elisa, thank you very much for being in chat today. You do such a wonderful job. Thank you very much. Someone in chat said it, Matt. You can serve mute them. So continue.
Fly Jake, you're screwed.
I feel
It's always my pleasure,
vindicated.
Steph.
I managed
Yeah,
to
right?
spur someone on to do it in chat.
All it takes is someone in chat. It's always my
thanks,
pleasure, Steph. Thank you for having me.
Oh, it's always a pleasure having you. LL is low lead. Okay, thank you. Yep. But yeah, it's also 100 is the octane, I think, which is a bit higher. I think well, our petrol in Australia is like 91, 93 and 95. No, 91, 95 and 98. I think it's a little bit lower in the US, yeah, for cars. And then aircraft use, I think,
the same.
90, 95 and 110. Okay, thanks, Jake, today. I think we already said that. And thanks, I think, Alex.
Oh, yes. Yeah, no problem. Yeah, it helps if I press the right button.
Okay, cool. Yep. And we had Josh, I think, had a few bit to say as well.
Yep.
And I always thank Matt. I'm going to sign up, and I'm going to thank Matt heaps for pushing the buttons and turning the knobs. He did such a wonderful job. I've been Stephanie B, and once again, I appreciate everyone's input today. So have a nice day. And later on today, Matt will organise a time for show and tell, and between Indy and Matt, they'll organise a time for show and tell, and that'll be posted up in Patreon Lounge and. And for YouTube members, they'll be posted to YouTube members as well. So, g'day for now, and we'll talk to you later.
Yes, always a pleasure, as always, and big thanks as well to everyone watching and everyone supporting. So as far as the show and tell, I would imagine we're probably going to be between somewhere around 4 to 5 p.m. Oh, look, Indian Star put it in, 4 p.m. Central, so perfect. So look forward to that for all the Patreon members and YouTube members as well. And then, as Mauricio said, our next flyover is already scheduled for next Saturday at 9 a.m. Central, so we'll look forward to that. But before then, we will also have our normal weekly tomorrow at 12 p.m. Central Time, and that will be with Zach and Alex. And we'll probably have one or two others jump in as well. So look forward to that one. It's going to be a great one. Then we'll also have our normal Tuesday Starbase expanded show at 6 p.m. Central, where we go over all of the support sites and land swaps and all that kind of good stuff that you don't really get updates on any other channels and most of our other videos. And so, yeah, it's a fun one. Be sure to check it out if you haven't already. So until later. Love, peace, and chopstick rail grease.